Yes, we did. But like I said, before I get into the Diddy trial, I want to get into the story, right? Desiree Perez, the Rock Nation. Man, now I knew Rock Nation was a wicked set of people. I witnessed that with Kanye when he went in on that rant about Jay-Z, and then he turned around. What happened? Y'all remember what happened to Kanye? When he went on that rant about Jay-Z, yo, Jay-Z, you got killings. Don't send your killings to kill me, Jay-Z. Y'all remember that? Next day, Kanye West was forced into a mental institution by Rock Nation. Y'all remember that? Who remember that? Anybody remember that? Do I got to pull Kanye up talking about how Rock Nation got him allegedly got him admitted into a crazy house because he went on that rant about Jay-Z? How many of y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Thank you. Okay. Well, let me show you this story, and I'm not going to pre-set it up. I'm just going to run it first, and then wait till y'all say, who she look like, y'all? Who she look like from Rock Nation? This girl right here. Who this girl right here look like from Rock Nation? If she looked at anybody from Rock Nation, who would y'all say she looked like? Thank you, Agent Nueve. When did Emil ever get on Rock Nation? Oh, my God. Oh, God. Are we going to start off today like this? Emil, really? Rock Nation? Really? Are we really going to start off like this? Thank you, everybody that says Desiree. Thank you. Thank you, Emil. God damn, we got to start off with the peanut gallery early in the goddamn show. Oh, my God. Check this one out. This right here is going to blow your mind. You hear me? TikTok, I'm live on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to see the visuals? Just come over, but you'll be able to hear it. Let me turn the volume up for you, TikTokers. All right? Check this one out, y'all. Watch this. And keep in mind what happened to Kanye when he, he went on that rant about Rock Nation and Jay-Z, right? Watch this. I'll be using this under fair use, so copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is the use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. And I will be using this to criticize, comment, news report, and research, right? Watch this. This is going to blow. These people are wicked. When I tell you these people are wicked, these people are wicked. You thought they was wicked to Kanye West? Watch this.
A South Florida woman is taking legal action after she says she spent nearly 2 weeks in mental health institutions for no legitimate reason.
She claims in a recently filed lawsuit that it was orchestrated by her own mother and others who should have protected her failed her.
NBC6 investigative reporter Amy Viteri has her story.
So legally, I can go home.
No, you cannot.
Why?
Because you're being Baker active.
Body camera video shows the moments Broward deputies encouraged Demoree Hadley to get into this pickup truck with people she says she didn't know.
I can't ride with you and you guys take me?
You're going to be in handcuffs, so dog's not going to be able to
I
come?
don't want to be handcuffed.
Okay.
Demoree says they took her to a hospital for a mental health evaluation after this doctor signed paperwork saying she was a risk to herself.
What he told me was, we received a call from your family that you tried to OD the night before.
A doctor she says she'd never met before. And according to Demoree, it's her own mother who's behind it. In this lawsuit, she claims her mother, Desiree Perez, used unlawful means to have Demoree falsely detained under Florida's Baker Act and Marchman Act.
So she's the CEO of Rock Nation, a company that she owns along with Sean Carter, the famous rapper Jay-Z.
The complaint alleges a conspiracy, saying Perez used her money, power, and influence to tear apart Demoree and her husband, Javon Hadley, and created an enterprise of individuals to effectuate her plot.
To essentially try to separate me from my husband and to falsely accuse him of domestic violence.
Perez has repeatedly denied these allegations in court filings. A month before Demoree filed her complaint, we found her mother filed her own lawsuit against Demoree's husband, Javon, citing evidence Perez says he has abused her daughter for years, something the couple has denied in court records. In that lawsuit, Desiree Perez says she moved to Baker Act her daughter, fearing she was at risk of suicide and abusing prescription drugs.
I haven't seen anything in my entire 20 years of practicing law that it is so clear that someone did something wrong.
Attorney Hilton Napoleon is representing Demoree in the lawsuit, which claims Perez harassed the couple for years, including making unfounded claims to get Javon arrested on multiple occasions for battery and domestic violence, charges prosecutors did not pursue.
The state attorney's office wrote a 11-page scathing closeout memoranda, which basically said that her mother made false allegations to the police.
In this closeout memo, a prosecutor with the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office cites Demoree's lack of cooperation and raises concerns about some of the evidence and how it was obtained. The prosecutor also wrote Demoree was wrongfully Baker Acted last year, something her mother's attorney disputes in this letter, challenging many of the memo's other conclusions.
I have 3 different collateral sources of information that say that she's been acting psychotic, that she threatened to overdose yesterday.
Demoree's lawsuit alleges her mother conspired with prominent psychiatrist Dr. Daniel Bober, seen here in body camera video, and others to have Demoree committed for a mental health evaluation. Bober cites supporting evidence from her family and diagnosed Demoree with an unspecified psychosis. He ordered she be taken to Memorial Regional Hospital, where he is chief of psychiatry, and where results from drug tests taken upon admission were negative, according to records Demoree shared with us.
They told me your tox screens came out negative, and I go, I know. I don't do drugs.
In a statement, Dr. Bober's attorney said Demoree was placed under the Baker Act for 38 hours due to the potential risk of imminent harm she posed to herself, adding failing to take appropriate action would have been a breach of Dr. Bober's ethical and professional obligations. While Demoree was at Memorial, her mother further petitioned to have her transported to a different facility under Florida's Marchman Act, claiming again in court records that Demoree suffered from severe drug abuse. A judge granted that petition.
They ran the test. They knew that she had no drugs in her system and she was not abusing drugs. And the fact that you can't do anything about it is scary.
Demoree was sent to this treatment center in Deerfield Beach, where Dr. Bober serves as medical director.
Where are the people that are supposed to protect me from this happening?
According to her lawsuit, Demoree requested a hair follicle test at that facility called Life Skills, which detects drug use for at least the past 3 months, and which showed no drugs had been in Demoree. Demoree was held at Life Skills until April 8th. She shared discharge paperwork that lists a diagnosis of persistent depressive disorder, which she disputes. No medication was prescribed. Court records show Demoree was able to leave that day after her mother voluntarily dismissed the case. But Demoree says the damage has been done, and she feels a system designed to keep people safe failed to protect her.
Money, influence, and power should not be something that's used, right, or abused to hurt innocent people.
Perez has filed a motion to dismiss Demoree's complaint, asserting that the Baker Act and other legal proceedings she has undertaken were rooted in legitimate concern for her daughter's safety.
The Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office tells us they stand by their memo. Memorial Healthcare says they can't speak about Demoree's case because of the pending lawsuit. We also contacted Life Skills South Florida and have not yet heard back. BSO told us the incident involving Demoree is now internally under review. Amy Viteri, NBC6 News.
We're
Woo! Somebody said, "Mommy Dearest." That made me think of that movie real quick when I heard that story. Yo, let's try to see real quick. Let me, I don't want to go too deep diving. But let's see who admitted Kanye West and who